Boy.
Focus Up Show every Saturday, 9 a.m.
Tap in or tap out.
Yo.
Top of the morning, you guys. Top of the morning. How y'all doing out there?
Top of the morning.
What it do?
Top
What
of
it
the top.
do?
All right, El Pooh, Mr. El Pooh. How was your week?
Everything's all the same, man. Just working hard, trying to stay alive.
That's right, Miss First Lady J. How you doing? How was your week?
I'm great. It was wonderful. How was yours?
Cannot complain. Mr. Walk. How was your week, my brother?
Man, it was excellent, laid back, relaxing.
That's right.
Indeed.
Mr. X. How was your week?
It was all good, brother. All good. Just out there working, doing what I need to do to keep it going and keep paying these bills.
That's what it is. As y'all can see, we have a guest this morning, Mr. Tony D. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate that.
Appreciate
Indeed.
you, my brother, waking up this
Hey,
morning, joining us.
What's up? How you doing, Mr. Tony D? Long time buddy, community activist, worker, mentor, hell of a guy. How you doing, sir? Nice to have you on the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much so.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to the Focus Up Friday Night Live show. Last night we did the Friday Night Live show, and you know what? I was really had some reflection, like, because I went from sober to drunk, but I did it all in the comfort of my home, and I didn't drink and drive, and I'm still alive.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Indeed.
That's where it's about.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna jump into these topics. The time get to moving fast. We're getting to talking about some good stuff here. Our first topic is gonna be when do you give up on friendship?
My bad, bro. I thought we was gonna touch on the Nipsey Hustle day.
Oh
first.
yeah. Let's back that up there. My bad. Let's back that up a minute.
So we got Mr. Nipsey Hustle got his star on the Walk of Fame and things of that nature. So much respect to that. I think it's well deserved. Some people don't feel like he deserved it, but I think he did.
Definitely a legend. A legend.
Yes,
I would definitely call Nipsey Hustle legend, and I like to keep saying that because some sucker was saying that he ain't talking bad on his name. So, in another thing, happy birthday! It was his birthday that just passed on the 15th of August. Oh, salute! Rest in peace to the legendary Nipsey Hustle.
He was definitely, an activist. I think he would have did a lot more for the community if he had the chance to do so. Whether they were saying he was talking with the police or not, you got to talk to the police to get stuff going in your community. You know what I mean? So, it was just funny on how people started switching up on it. But those are things you go through when you want to be great.
That's right. Real talk. Nipsey Hustle, happy birthday again, and congratulations on the Walk of Fame. Much respect to the family and everything else positive.
True that. Mind you, he was one of the pillars in the Crenshaw community, helping.
Yes, sir.
Helping.
Yes, sir.
Helping.
That's right.
Our people. You don't see these other million billionaires and all that coming down to our community helping us. But he was homegrown. He stood here and he wanted to do something positive for our young families. You know what I mean? Yeah. So much salute to him. Rest in peace.
That's right.
Indeed.
In peace.
Yes, sir.
Gone too soon. But the marathon continues.
Sir.
Salute.
Cool.
All right, y'all. We're gonna move on to our first topic of the day. When do you give up on friendship?
All right. I will start it off and say, when the respect leaves, if somebody don't respect you, it's time to end that friendship. Real talk. Real talk.
Okay. With that being said, my point of view is if they seem to stop wanting to move forward in their life, if they staying stagnant in what they choosing to do with their self time, I feel that is a I guess a bound or what the word I'm trying to do. That's something I can't go for. I don't have nothing in common with somebody that chooses to stay in one place. Do you understand what I mean by that? Far as not wanting to move forward and do better things with themselves than just sit in the house or act like there's nothing to do with their time. You know what I mean?
That's
For me, the lack of trust and jealousy kicks in. You follow me? So what you both said really boils down to jealousy. Because when you stagnated, now you're being upset with other folks because they're moving on. Now they're creating issues that shouldn't be having issues. You know what I mean? So when it's time to leave the friendship is when the disrespect comes, when the particular parties or person is not moving in the right direction.
What's the right direction, brother?
Not growing.
Not growing. Some people they stop growing. They stop growing. So I mean,
That's when you grow apart.
but at some point we got to be on that like that Chucky. We got to be friends to the end, right? If they stop growing, they just stop growing. But they still your friend. They not betraying you. They just comfortable where they at. You know, if I'm not a millionaire today, if I never become a millionaire, y'all be like, let's move on. Let's move on from that dude. He ain't progressing.
True, but then that's when, like I said, that's when jealousy kicks in because they see you moving forward. Now they're going behind your back, talking to whomever, trying to create different issues that shouldn't even be.
So you saying cut him loose for safety reasons?
Absolutely.
For your own safety, okay? Because the jealousy gonna come. That's just the nature of man.
Nature of the beast.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you on that. I hear you.
Well, me personally, I never do give up on friends, but there is a time where y'all have to go y'all separate ways. Like sometimes that's a true statement saying that people do outgrow each other. Like because like if you're into something that I'm not into, well, we do have to part ways, and that could go for a number of things as far as like if you're into illegal activity or if you're into stuff that I'm not into anymore and stuff like that because you have to progress and go forward. So I mean, but the love is always there because if I had love for you, it would have to be something really outrageous or egregious for me to just disconnect and be like, yo, it's on site, this cat type thing. Because I know it's a lot of times with certain friends, like I still got love for them, I just can't mess with them no more.
But the question is, when do you leave your friends? When do you cut off the friendship? So yes, we all grow because we're like a tree, but yet and still we all have different branches. We don't come back, but we still have the foundation. The question would be, when do you leave or give up or cut off friendship?
Hey, go ahead, first lady. She hasn't spoke. Go ahead, first lady.
For me, the word friend carries a lot of weight. And listening to you guys, it carries a lot of weight for you as well. For me, when I give up on a friendship, luckily I have not had to go to that point yet. But when you lie, cheat, or steal for me, like Mr. X talking about Chucky, okay, when Chucky has that knife and stabs you in the back, and you turn around and see who just cut you and stabbed you,
Yeah.
it's not about that woman who stabs you. It's about the individual that's holding that knife that stabbed you.
Hey, they was just
So
trying to
that's
get to
when
the
you cut
end.
it off.
They was just trying to get to the end. Be your friend to the end.
Well, when Chucky stabbed me with that knife, and he turned, so it's time to cut Chucky loose. So you really have to do something pretty foul for me to be done with you, such as sleep with my dude. It's a wrap. I cannot go back to being your friend. There's no more trust. It's like any relationship. Once you
Trust.
lose the trust in a person, it's hard to rebuild that trust.
Let me
And go ahead.
did you finish? Oh, I was gonna say because I know that some people give up on friendships when, let's say, one person stops drinking. I've had that situation with me when I became a Muslim and stopped drinking for a minute. It was just there was a disconnect. Like, hey, I love you, bro, but hey, hey,
That's
got
not
no
true
reason.
friend.
We ain't got nothing in common. No
That
reason.
wasn't a friend.
That wasn't a friend by
That
far.
wasn't
Like
a friend.
That
That
was
was
a friend.
good if
that's
you
what
have
you call
bad
an
habits.
associate.
Okay,
That's what you call an
Right.
associate.
okay,
Agreed.
all right. So yeah, that's
Well,
how. Go
well, you
ahead.
gotta know the difference between a friend and an associate.
Mhm.
Because to me, friends are what kids have. You know, you grow up around people; these are your friends. You know what I'm saying? The people that you grow up around and stuff like that. When you get older, you start meeting people; they become associates. And you know, if you're still around those people that you grew up with and you still got a connection with them, those are your friends. But even some of them, because like you say, some turmoil might come, some jealousy or some betrayal or something. When those type of things happen, or your interests are just not in line, you might have to cut them off. You know, that's just the end of it. That's how I feel.
We had a viewer, Terry Johnson, she said facts. I think she was talking about from what I said earlier.
That's why, hey, y'all viewers, hey, when y'all put a comment, y'all gotta specify what point, because sometimes we catch it late. You talking about the subject we already moved on from, so just
All right,
be
so
more specific.
all right, y'all. We done dissecting that topic. Anybody else got anything to add to that?
Yeah, that Terry Johnson, that was somebody that made a comment last night on the Friday Night Live. So I want to give them a shout out. Go ahead and just say, hey, appreciate you.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, y'all. So we gonna bounce into this next topic. Can your wife leave the house with her yams out?
Go ahead, Floyd. Go ahead, Floyd.
Well, I'm gonna speak on this first because this actually came from a video that I seen on Instagram where a young lady was attempting to leave the house with her yams out, and it was basically like she was wearing panties, and she was talking about she was going to the gym to work out, and her husband, he stopped her at the car. He said, "You are somebody's mother, and you are somebody's wife." And then let her go. And she thought he was joking, but he was not joking. And I totally agree with that young man because I'm not letting my wife leave the house with her yams out.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
Speak on it, Mr. Tony.
You know, when you're married, you're as one. Each party represents each other to make that one. At the same time, you have to carry yourself in a certain manner as a wife should. That's why they say that a lot of married folks shouldn't be hanging out with single people because their mindset is different. And so this young lady, she's married, but it seems like she still have that mindset that she can wear what she want to wear, but yet and still she's attracting, this is what she's doing, she's attracting other males.
Definite.
Other males. And so while she's attracting, now she has the choice of, I'm married. Hey, how you doing? You see what I'm saying? She can manipulate the whole situation just by flaunting herself or showing what she has, and that goes against all. When I say all, it goes against all decorum of marriage.
Mm-hmm. Was you gonna show that video, Mr. Floyd X?
Yes, I want to just show what we're talking about, and get it. Cause I don't think we're gonna get no strikes for this one. To give everybody an idea of what we're talking about, this is what the sister was wearing. I mean, so we could have a better judgment call based off of this video. This is what we're talking about specifically.
The yams do look good too.
Would you let your wife out, go to the gym in that outfit? She's going to work out. Those shorts and that shirt. That's what we're speaking about.
And he was stopping her, yeah.
Yeah.
Any comment, Mr. Floyd X, what's your comment on the yams, sir?
Hey, this is my take, bro. When my children was running track, they had on stuff similar to that outfit. But when they first started putting those on, I was like, what the hell? Hey, y'all can't be wearing this out. But it was normal attire for track and field. So I'm sitting there like, do I shut this whole shit down? Or do I just say, okay, am I succumbing to the world like the Bible says, even though I'm not biblical? Am I succumbing to the world? But you know, it's not porn. It's not, you know. So if they will use that for go track, she going to the gym, I wouldn't trip. Me personally.
Wow. Without you, see, I think it's a difference. If my lady was with me, we're at the gym together, I would not mind. I would not mind my lady with me wearing that in something, but just to go out by yourself, like Mr. Tony D said earlier, it's like you're looking for that attention. Come on now, that was ridiculous what she was wearing, and she going by herself. She basically was wearing panties, dude, straight up.
Yeah, I think it's a thin line with that. You know, like Mr. Tony D said, you know, what you attracting, what you wearing, you gotta expect the attention you're gonna get. And I think if she respected her old man, you know, by what he said, she would have went back inside and just put on something a little bit more less revealing. You know what I mean? Because that is her husband, and she should respect his word. You know what I mean?
That's different. That's different. Sorry to interrupt you, brother, but it's different because we asked, do you let him? The fact that he asked her to, out of respect, she shouldn't. I get that part, but the trip to if we're focusing on the part of a man to feel insecure or threatened that his wife gonna leave on that, are we talking about that? Or are we talking about having respect for what your man asked of you or command you, however you want to word it, to do? Which one are we talking about?
Yeah. If she's respecting what he's saying to her, out of respect of her husband, you know, so it wouldn't cause no waves within the household, you know, she would go put on some different type of shorts.
Let me ask one question. What was she supposed to go work out in?
Hey, see?
Sweatpants.
That's the line I'm going.
It might be hot.
A khaki suit.
That's where
I'm at. Not that.
That's where I'm at.
But you know, like I said, at the end of the day, you're married. And so since you're married, you shouldn't have to advertise yourself completely.
She ain't gonna work out in no jeans, bro.
We're not saying working out with no jeans.
No skirt, no dress.
We're not saying that. We're saying wearing something less revealing. You know, she could have shorts on, but it didn't have to be those type of shorts.
Okay, I can understand if she was going out with her homegirls looking like that or something like that, but she going to the gym.
Yeah, but you already know you yourself is a gym person as well. So when you go to the gym and you see somebody like that, you're like, damn, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll put my bid in.
Good reason.
Yeah, come on, that's gonna have brothers. That's gonna have people reckless eyeballing all that.
That's right.
You're right.
She
know what she was doing. She knows. Straight up. Come on now.
And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some females do that to up their ego. You understand what I'm saying? Some females do that to up their ego. You know, they might be feeling down that day or might be feeling a certain way that day. So they decide to put.
That's what they do. I mean,
That's
that's
what
Where you
that's-
at,
what they do. That's
Miss
what they
Lady
do.
J? Where you at with this, Miss Lady J? You're a lady on here. We talking about women, and you right there. What's going on? How you doing? What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to talk about on a respect level, if the husband is asking just out of respect, then I would respect his request. But my honest opinion is she wore proper gym attire. They were not like panties. I saw the video.
Agree.
Um, if they were anything shorter, then yes, her yams were not hanging out from under her shorts. So I saw the video. Well, the picture you post. Um, it's gym attire. It's more like if he had a problem with that, then he's insecure. First of all, um, Tony is stating about attention. What was she wearing when she caught her husband? So you're insecure if you're worried about that part. But the bottom line for me, I'm gonna respect my husband. I don't feel like she wore anything too rebellion. She wore the regular gym attire that most women do wear when they work out, whether they're at home or at the gym. She could have worn capris if she wanted to, but when you're working out, you're getting hot and sweaty. Men wear they speedos or whatever else they want to wear to go work out, shirt off, all that, and it's allowed. So I answered both questions.
You just said though she didn't wear nothing too revealing, but
It was
obviously
not too revealing. It was
obviously it was revealing enough for her husband to notice. So if her husband noticed that, then every other man that walking around that gym is gonna notice those yams hanging out. You know what I mean? And it's out of respect. You know what I mean? If
And
she
I
respects
answered
her old
about
man,
that part.
Where
You
that
know,
horn at?
if she respects her old man, you know, she would bank back in the house and throw on something less revealing. I mean, there's other alternatives than going to the gym with no panties on and some what are those workout skins? I don't know what they call
Yeah,
them.
I examined
shorts.
that. I examined that video over and over and over again.
She didn't
I
have no
watched
panties
that
on.
video. She didn't have no panties on.
Oh,
I've
man.
seen that video like over 100 times. I watched it repeatedly.
That
She
monkey
had
gonna be
her
breathing.
yams was out, brother. Her yams was out.
That monkey gonna be breathing right out on everybody's face, man.
Wow. I think y'all overinflating the situation, man. She was going to work out, and out of respect, we live in a primarily or semi respectable society. Ain't nobody gonna be sitting there trying to catch the yams in the workout to that degree. You know what I'm saying? She going to work out, get your workout on. She want to look good while she doing it. I don't see a problem with it. That's just me, though.
Let's read some of these
We got some
comments.
comments popping up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
but don't touch. Come on now.
Those
Mr.
are
Nice Guy.
gym fits, though. I mean,
No,
yes,
I
they
don't
are
believe
gym
that.
fits.
I don't
Right.
And
believe
those
that.
are called leggings. Those are called leggings.
Longer shorts.
Longer shorts. Like I said, something less revealing. If she didn't
All,
have the
all
title,
kinds of decent workout sets, she said.
yeah. But if she
Right.
didn't have the title of being a wife, I could understand that. But the mindset, like Mr. Tony D said, you know, of a single woman, she has to get out that mindset and understand she's supposed to have a mindset of being a married woman. So with that title, you know, with that being said, it's certain laws you gotta follow.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Do what I say. Take that off. You better go change. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
The problem is what y'all doing is messing up the game. Y'all make me not want to go to the gym no more. If y'all had
Here we go. You don't go to gym anyway, nigga.
what's the problem, man? Come on now. I got it.
If
Real
the
quick.
husband is tripping, then it is a legit issue.
Mhm.
But he
Hey,
probably
hey,
shouldn't be
Mr.
tripping.
Floyd X, run that video one more time.
You're stupid, dude.
So it should be a respect thing. Okay.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
Come on, let's move on. Let's move
All
on.
right, John.
I'm getting hot and bothered up in here.
All right, John. The next topic. Oh man, the ultimate ultimatum: me or your child.
Who could explain what this came from?
Run that video. Run it. You gonna run that little clip just to get a little better understanding of what
You silly.
took place.
Hey, Walkie.
Let me try. Not to that. I don't know what that is. Hold on. Go ahead. Give me a minute.
Well, what happened? There was a guy. He pays $500 child support for his child. The child does not live in a home, and he's remarried to another woman. And she was upset because the child needed a pair of shoes. She was asked, "Can he get a pair of shoes for the child?" And he was going to get it. And then the new wife was like, "Oh, hell no, you pay $500 child support already. You don't got to spend no more money out of our house on that." Blah, 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 blah. And he didn't even slap her. No, I'm just kidding.
That was a good one.
I'm just joking. But that's the gist of what transpired. That's the gist.
But she started packing his clothes at the same time.
Yes, she went in.
Now I feel that was petty. I feel that was real petty. You know what I mean? First of all, that's his child. And second of all, if he wanted to pay a little bit more than child support, let him do that. You understand what I mean? Because that's his child. Don't nobody want to see their child go without if their child needs something.
Right. And really, that's not, even though they're married and they live in that household together, that's really not her business.
This is what I got to go through. It's like I got to choose between my child and my marriage. And it's getting old. It's getting very old and frustrating.
Between your child and your marriage, what is you doing? I mean, like, what's going on?
I'm recording, man.
I ain't recording.
He banging on him.
This is ridiculous. Hold on, let me get this.
Where we at? What's up? How you feel about that? You want to speak on that, Miss Lady J? Because this was a topic that you brought to our attention. How do you feel?
Sure, I'll speak after the video.
All right, let me go. Let's go.
Because you ain't dropping that shit.
In my marriage, and it's getting old. It's getting very old and frustrating.
Between your child and your marriage, what is you doing? I mean, like, what's going on?
I'm recording, man.
I ain't recording because you ain't dropping that shit.
I tell you, man, I have a problem with it because your son, either the shoe.
Why he can't buy him no shoes? That's what I don't understand.
She packing his stuff.
Implies that it's not his responsibility, and that pretty much sums up the video. Now, this woman, she's just throwing all kinds of sick shoes, sundress. Further, man, put some distance between you and her.
I got the wrong video, but that's the gist of it. She packing his bag because he wanted to buy his son some shoes, right? And she like, either if you buy him some shoes, you need to get out this house. So she packing his bags. So disrespectful.
Then that young lady, that lady, his wife or whatever, she needs to go.
Yeah, what she's doing is creating a wedge. She's trying to create that wedge, like a lot of females be trying to do, man.
You know that you gotta understand. That's that word that keeps popping up in our conversations: jealousy. Yeah, it has these little thin lines. It pokes his head up and go back down. Pokes his head up and go back down. That's jealousy right there. Regardless of all the bills in the house are paid, and he paid his child support or whatever, and yet and still he can't control what his mom does to use the money for. He can't control that. At the same time, if the child calls and say, "Hey, Dad, I need some shoes. I got holes in my shoes. Dad, I need some shoes for track. I need some shoes for football. I need some shoes for something."
Yeah, that's
I'm getting that.
Run it.
Yeah. I'm getting that.
Yeah.
Where you at, Miss Lady J? Because this was a topic that you brought to our attention.
The video is sickening. There are so many unanswered questions to that. It makes me wonder if she have any children of her own, because I'm sure she would not want to be in that situation to where another woman is telling her not to tell her man or ex not to do for his child. It seems like he picked the wrong person. She seems very heartless, and for her to say F him and his kid, he should have packed his shoes and put on his roller skates, whatever, bicycles, and got the rolling up out of there. You don't tell a person to choose between their child or you. We know biblically the Bible is going to say that, you know, the spouse comes first, but everybody does not abide by the Bible, obviously. But kids are innocent. They're not actually be brought into here. So even if he pays $500 child support, to be honest, I wouldn't care if he pays $1,000. If he wants to do it, let him do it. It's not like that lady said, "Hey, come have sex with me." That's not what she said. She asked him to do something for his child. He wants to do it. The lady is downright wrong. Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah. Facts.
She has to put herself in the shoes of the next mother. If that's how you want somebody to be treated, then you have mental issues.
Facts.
Where you at, El Poo? Seemed like you had something to say, my brother.
Chicka boom 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 ba boom. Chicka boom 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 ba boom. I'm looking at the front door. Man, I can't handle nothing. That's just it. I mean, hey, it ain't happening. You can't tell me what to do with my child. Period. That's it.
Facts. Facts.
See, he knew it was toxic way before it got to that point. Though.
Yeah, he did. He knew it.
Real talk.
She was looking for an excuse to get him out. That's what it is.
That's why he recorded it, because this is not the first time. Yeah. This has been going on for quite some time. And now he wants to broadcast it. But at the same time, when it happened the first time, that individual should say, "Hey, you need to knock it off. This is my child."
But see, that female just put herself in a position for the next man to say, "Oh, you're not long-term material. I'm gonna just knock you down and keep it moving."
Yeah.
Hey, the sad part is she gonna always be able to find a man. There's always somebody out there that will take that, even after watching the video.
That's real tough.
Somebody out there.
Yeah. Everybody gonna knock it down, but are they gonna stay the long term though?
It's crazy.
But at the same time, y'all done. We're gonna move on to this next topic.
Shout out.
We all agree. Oh yeah, we all agree that wasn't
so everybody's saying children over the spouse.
I agree with that.
Of course.
Yeah,
under that situation, yes.
Definitely. But
I think this comment right here says it all. Don't come between a parent and the child. Period.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's facts. That's simple facts right there. We're gonna move on to our shout outs for this weekend. Homies Way Car Club, we appreciate y'all tuning in for the Focus Up show, as well as Tunnel Vision, Black Artist Studios, Wakusu as well. Thank y'all for tapping into the Focus Up show. Disney Magical Adventures, La Brea Trucking, Kilo 2, Nola J. You can find their music on all music platforms as well. And Muhammad Meats.
Pause.
Appreciate y'all still tapping into the Focus Up show. Appreciate y'all continue to like and share and subscribe to the show. But yeah, Mr. Walk, you got your 2 cents you want to add in, my brother?
Not this week.
Enough being said, enough said. We're gonna move on. Like I said, I appreciate y'all tapping into the Focus Up show. Please like and subscribe to the show. Thank y'all for waking up with us this morning. We're gonna move on to our next topic. Number 4. Wow, already. That would be when is it okay for a man to hit a woman?
That last video. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Go ahead. How you feel about this, Mr. Tony?
This sickening. It's never okay. It's never okay to strike a woman. Never. No matter even if they hit you, you walk away as a man. One of the scriptures says when you're a child, you act as a child. When you become a grown man, you put away childish things. So by you retaliating on something that's being childish, walk away. Walk away.
Wasn't it in the Bible, eye for eye?
2 for 2.
Tony.
Wasn't that in the Bible?
And it also say turn the other cheek.
I completely disagree with you.
I'm running with
disagree.
I'm running with the eye for eye. If a woman want to put her hands on me, my reflexes will be too fast for me to say, "Oh, I shouldn't hit her." It's gonna be too late. I'm gonna black out. If anybody want to put their hands on me, besides my mom, because she done slapped the heck out of me when I was like, too old to like even think about doing something like that. But at the same time, nobody should be hitting nobody. That's not the answer to anything. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if a woman want to put her hands on me for no reason, not saying it's okay, but at the same time, my reflexes, I can't say what I'm gonna do.
Why you say it's not okay? You defending yourself.
Yeah, you are defending yourself, but at the same time, you can smash a female. I mean,
so what? That's she asked for it. She asked for it.
Like I said,
you hit anybody, you get what you asked for.
Yeah,
and I'm all for equal rights. I'm all for it. Equal rights. Listen, you want equal rights? Here they go. Bam!
I told Mr. Floyd, I totally disagree with that. Let's go. Get this fade going. I feel there is no reason to hit a woman. Now we can we can go with the hypothetical. Oh, what if she did this? We can do that all day.
No, ain't hypothetical nothing. It's about if she slapped the shit out of you, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna throw her out my house. I'm gonna grab her by her collar and put her out. See, a lot of men just ain't men. That's the only recourse that some people know. Oh, and boop, 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 boop. It's so easy to dust a female if you want to. That's why I say it's such a weak move. It's stronger. It shows more strength to contain your emotions and how you feel. That's harder to do.
So let me try.
Can I get a clap? Can I
get? Take that motherfucking horn back from that shit. That shit he just spit out his goddamn mouth. Take that horn back.
Watch your language.
Hold on. No, a woman slapped the shit out you. All you gonna do is grab her and kick her out the house? Come on, dude.
Facts. It happened before. What you talking about, my brother?
So if a female is punching on you and punching your face, all in your face. Let's say she gets a good one and give you a black eye. All you gonna do is kick her out?
Floyd Mayweather, shoulder roll with it, baby. Shoulder roll. Shoulder roll, baby. Come on, man.
To be like I said, it's not good to hit a female. If anything, you should try to restrain her. You should try to restrain her because
why you keep saying
you could break her. You could break her, man. You know what I mean?
Wait, what's that comment? Don't hit anybody and not expect to get hit back. Nobody hit anybody.
Thank you.
Hit somebody.
I agree with that.
You're right.
Okay.
I agree with that. 100%.
You're right.
But if you hit somebody, you get what you asked for. Male or female, you get what you asked for. Women should know, especially women should know not to hit a man because men are naturally stronger. That's instant. That a man, we should teach our children, don't hit no man. I teach my children, don't hit nobody really, but don't hit no man particularly. You cannot win. Because I know the shortest dude could look at the biggest woman and feel confident that he could whip on her. And so don't hit a dude. I don't care how big you are, women. Do not hit no man because every man, for the most part, has the confidence that he can whip your, if y'all want to be, watch the language, he can whip your booty.
Yeah, I agree. Violence ain't never the answer. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if a woman just goes off and start putting her hands on you, your reflexes will be to respond in the same manner. But it'll be best for you just to try to grab her, hold her down, or push, like Walk said, push her toward the door, get her out premises, wherever she's at, or whatever the case may be. But if you just can't stop her from hitting you, you got to do what you got to do. That's just the bottom line. If a female just won't stop hitting on you, you don't got no other place to go, and she's just trying to put you out, lights out, you ain't gonna just walk away.
Let me get this out here real quick, Elpo, just for the record. I am a non-violent person, but I'm all for self-defense, completely, against anybody. Non-violence, I don't sit there and condone violence, but I'm all for self-defense. I don't care male or female, I'm all for self-defense.
I feel you. I'm gonna just say this. I'm not gonna be running around the house or running down the street or nothing from no woman trying to hit me. Or avoid trying to get hit. I'm saying that's number one. And no, a man shouldn't be hitting a woman. But if a woman hits a man, I'll say like this: don't hit her. And like JC say, restrain her, grab her by her neck,
Damn.
I had my finger on the horn, but when you said it, I'm like, oh, no.
No, try to restrain her the best way you can, though, if you can. But if she just going off and being wild, but if she hits you, your reflexes, your reflexes are going to be your reflexes. If you get hit in a certain way, you might just pop and just be like, oh, hey, that just happens. But that's why you shouldn't be going around putting your hands on people like somebody said in the comments over here. My mama said, keep your hands to yourself if you don't want to get hit.
That's right. That's right.
Hey man, I've been slapped. A chick punched me in the eye before. It's not that difficult to restrain a woman without no physical therapy, as my boy Mr. JC likes to say, the physical therapy. I've done it before. I'm not sitting up here just saying that, and I'm not living when I preach it. I don't see any reason for a man to just put the tips on the chick for real. I really don't. I really don't.
You can always just walk away.
Facts.
No, you got some females from the turf, from neighborhoods that just don't see it that way. They figure they could put tips on you. So in some instances, you don't have no choice. You know what I mean? Where I come from, some females feel they could whoop on you. And some females have beat up some dudes. You know what I mean? You got it like that. But at the same time, you got to do what you got to do when all else fails. You know what I mean?
As far as a relationship, if you got to beat them, you don't need them. That's what it is.
No, I ain't never that way, though. It should never be that way.
I never want that story to be told. Oh, yeah, he got beat up by a woman once because he didn't want to get it. I don't never want that to be told about me. Yeah, he got that woman, that girl whipped his ass.
Miss Lady J, how many men you done beat up?
Why you want to put me on the spot?
Look, she said I can't even count.
No, I don't go around beating up on men, but I will be honest. Back in the day when Rodney King, during that time, I did put my hands on someone, but I didn't get hit back. I learned real quick. It was more so pushing the person down the stairs. But I knew that wasn't right because I wouldn't want it done to me. I don't condone violence. I was young at that time. Young. I wasn't even an adult. I was still a teenager at the time. I know not to hit a man because I know about the reflex situation. I also feel like I'm off of what Walk said. Walk away. Right, if you're able to restrain the lady, even if you got to sit on the female, whatever you have to do to keep from punching or slapping her around, you can. It does take more for you to be a man to walk away than to sit right there and hit the woman back. I do want to say this to all the studs that are out there: quit trying to knuckle up to the men because at the end of the day, you still a woman. And I know a lot of men will still try to fight a stud. For all the gay
get a horn on that.
Transgenders, the gays and the transgender men, quit trying to fight these women because you still have male testosterone. You still a man. You more than likely might whip that woman's butt.
Wow.
So everybody just keep your hands to yourself. That's all.
Facts.
Agree. Keep your hands to yourself.
Facts.
Well, Walk, hands down, he deserved 2 horns today. Like it really does take a man.
I disagree. I agree.
Give the scholar his credit. Give credit when it's due.
Disagree.
Y'all walk away. Don't hit on the woman.
No, let me stop.
That's right.
All right, but on that note, everybody add that 2 cents to the topic. We good on that. Moving forward. I did want to say some. Last weekend I wasn't able to be on the show. I lost my little brother. I appreciate y'all condolences. That was my best friend.
Goofy. Mm-hmm.
He was going to Shenandoah. I was going to Pasture, and my brother was going to Hamilton. That's Shadon in the middle. I know it's kind of blurry.
Yeah.
But you know, we were the three amigos on the west side. Everybody know us. If you don't know us, then you didn't stay over there. You understand what I mean? But I just want to say I appreciate y'all condolences and continue to pray for my family. You know, but we're in a dark place right now, and you know, I just wanted to put that out there and just say I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
My condolences, brother. Much respect.
My condolences.
Yeah. Rest in peace. My condolences, bro.
Rest in peace. Goofy. Philip.
Goofy.
But on another note, we're gonna move on to the small talk. We got Paul Gascon. He dodged what's his second recall?
Yeah, recall efforts. They tried to recall him. They didn't get enough signatures, enough valid signatures, so it didn't go through. So he's safe for now.
Hey, I want to say that I'm glad that he did not get recalled. A lot of people are calling him soft on crime and things of that nature. But what he's actually trying to do is change the system, because it could be a person who stole a slice of people's pizza would get the same conviction in amount of time for somebody who committed murder or robbery. So that's really what he's trying to do. Filter out what should be punishable with the life sentence or them 40-year or 80-year sentences that's going on. He's not easy on crime, like, oh yeah, you killed somebody, you could go home. That's not what's happening. But that's how the Republicans are spinning it just to get him out there.
Not only that, he's not doing anything he didn't say that he didn't run on. He ran these policies that he got in place is everything that he said he was going to do.
Right.
No, I think it's a good thing that he's still in office. The laws needed to be overhauled a long time ago. Three-strike situation and people being incarcerated for small amounts of marijuana now that it's legal. I think. Go ahead, Mr. Tony D.
Yeah, the bottom line is the law system or the system for incarceration was, is, and will always be designed for the blacks and the Latinos. It's overwhelming that someone that, like Jaywalk stated earlier, you get a person that's trying to feed their kids and stole some pizza. He did the best thing he could, and he gets life. Whereas you get a man that committed 15 peoples, he gets life. There's no justification for it. Right. But that three-strike law is the one that puts us in that situation. You know, it should have been some type of leniency on that aspect of it. So the whole law system needs to be changed. And I know Mr. Gascon, that's what he's trying to do. Yeah. But they don't like it because it's money. Yeah. It's money in the system. And whenever you try to disrupt or take away money out of someone's pocket, that's when they get upset, and that's when they want to get rid of you.
Right.
Let the punishment fit the crime.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. And I'm going to take it a little step further, Mr. Tony D. It's not about just blacks and Latinos. It's really more about like rich and poor. Who can afford them attorneys and who can't? Because that's what makes a difference. Because there's a lot of poor white folks who done did some little crimes and they got stretched out too. They don't discriminate when you broke. When you broke up in there, that they're not really tripping on your nationality. But it really affects us more because we as blacks and Latinos, we for the most part, sometimes we can't afford them attorneys, them $1,000 retainers and stuff like that. Straight up.
Facts.
Yeah. So, but as far as we got another subject or another topic, small talk. We're gonna bring up Vanessa Bryant, still going to trial over the picture of her late husband, Kobe Bryant, and his daughter. Um, Messed up situation. Uh, I know she'll be glad when it's over with and all this stuff moved on. But I feel for her when she said that she's going to be kind of scared to see some pictures popping up later on in life on social media. I didn't get the part when they said that the officers get immunity if they deleted the photos. I don't get that part. How do they know if the officers deleted all the photos or not?
Ain't nowhere. They still got them. I think they do. But see, and there's another thing with this case. I think a lot of people think this is about money, like she trying to get money out of the state of California, the city. No, I don't think it's about money. It's really what they did was freaking egregious. It was disgusting. Like, how would you, like, if someone showed your mutilated husband or your mother or you just showing the pictures like this is a joke? Like, that's what happened, and I'm behind her 100% because it got to change these mentality of these police officers, because they really do, and the firefighters, they just think they somehow above the law, and oh yeah, we're gonna take them pictures, and that ain't the first time they probably did something disgusting like that. It's just getting attention because it was Kobe Bryant.
I agree. That's disgusting what they did, man. And, much respect to Vanessa Bryant for taking the fight head on the police and the sheriff. She's taking that fight, taking it all the way. Much respect for her for doing that and to set the example and set the tone that stuff is unacceptable for y'all to take pictures and to be at the bar sharing them with people. And that's some cold stuff, man. That's the macabre stuff for somebody to want to watch that, because I don't even search and look for those pictures because I don't want to see them at all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got some sick kind of individual to want to see that,
And her daughter as well.
Yeah.
Was in these, and all his mutilated children and the pilot. Like, come on now, and you showing it at a bar. I think they still exist. They floating around somewhere.
That's that underground world that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Not only that, you got that thing called the cloud. So if they took it on like a camera or something like that, if it's hooked up to the internet, it's already on the cloud. It's out there. It's out.
Thanks.
If you delete it, you don't delete it from the cloud, so it's still there.
No, it's still there. That's internal, continuously. I do believe what Walk stated. This is not the first time. And it most definitely won't be the last time. It just so happened that they got caught.
Right.
Yeah, that's something they do on a regular on the underground scene when it comes to that.
And she got the means to actually fight it because most people don't.
Right, that part.
It's just like when they released the autopsy of Tupac. That was all over the internet.
Yeah.
He didn't have nobody there to fight for him to say take that off the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
Indeed.
But
y'all.
Yeah, it is a bad situation. Hopefully, she get what she needs to get up out of the situation so she can move forward with her life and the kids' life.
Enough respect to that woman, and rest in peace to one of the greatest Lakers, Kobe Bryant. God say it.
Yes,
the greatest. The greatest.
One of the greatest.
The greatest
magic out there.
Their faces on Mount Rushmore, baby.
Look here, we respect one of the greatest NBA players of all time. We do.
The greatest.
Yes, sir.
No.
One of the best that ever did it.
The best.
Besides Jordan. One of the best that ever did it besides Jordan.
There we go, singling out different folks. That's not the case.
Saying. Yeah, get that horn. Yeah, it is.
Did Jordan score 81 points in one game? With these new NBA players that grew up, that was watching Jordan, these young dudes score 81 points in one game?
Points is not the bottom line. That's not the bottom line.
Hey, the game has transcended from what it was.
Come on, man.
The game has transcended from what it was. Now you can't touch nobody.
Thank you. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but since we here, we got our special guest. Anything you got going on special, Mr. Tony D, sir? As far as anything in the community or
well, you know,
on the horizon.
But you know, I just we just got the Teamsters Union in our school district. Mm-hmm. I made the call, and my buddy came out, and we got them, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. I'm also a advocate of education. You know, all kids need to have a solid foundation of education. I'm just happy that I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm happy that I'm alive. That's one. Number two, I'm happy that I'm able to come on your show and give out my opinion. Much love. Other than that, I'm just working, churching at home. You know what I mean?
A responsible father, a good role model, someone who's out there, you know, saying take care of his children and represent black men well. Thank you, brother.
For sure. Yes, sir. Much love.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we got like a few minutes left. I want to touch on the topic. This is I might throw you off guard. The rapper The Game is coming at Eminem. How do y'all feel about that? The way I feel, I think he like 15 years too late for anybody giving a fuck. Excuse me.
I think it's just publicity to me.
Yeah. Cloud chasing.
It's old. Yeah. I listened to the whole song. I wasn't moved. A 10-minute song. I wasn't moved by it.
Are you serious? I didn't even hear that crap.
Hey, to be honest with you, I don't think Game can fade Eminem, though.
I agree with you on that. Eminem has some lyrics. I haven't heard Game lyrics on, but yeah, Game. I mean, Eminem, he's on point.
Yeah, leave that white boy alone. God damn.
M would destroy Gang. I'm sorry, he'll destroy Gang. Period.
Right.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say he would destroy it. Eminem is a great rapper. I love Eminem music. That last album he did, with the plane or whatever, I love that album, man. I do. But as far as destroying Game, I don't think so. Because all Game need is reason. You give Game reason, he gonna be at his best. When he was beefing with Meek Mill, he was at his best. You know what I'm saying? He need beef. He threw it out there. Give me something to fight for. Give me something. He begging for it. He begging for it.
Game is trash. Like he's a good rapper, but he's not. It's not sticking no more. Like you have your time and it's over. It passes. He's 43, dude. Enough's enough. Just make good music.
He carried the West Coast on his back at a time that it was needed. How you gonna say he's trash?
2005, 6.
He went after Dre too on the song.
I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, you didn't even really listen to the song, Floyd X.
I wasn't moved by it. I wasn't moved. It was 10 minutes long. I wasn't moved by it. I'm just listening like this ain't. I didn't even see where he dissed him at. Really, I'm like.
We got 1 minute left. You guys got to wrap this up. Sorry to cut y'all off, but as we come again to the end of the show, we appreciate you guys tapping into the Focus Up show this morning. Like always, appreciate y'all sharing and subscribing to the show. Mr. Tony D, appreciate you this morning tapping into the Focus Up show.
Yes, thanks for coming on the show, brother.
For sure. Right. Anytime.
See you next week, Saturday.
All right, that's what we got.
All right, you guys.
All right.
Much love.
Yes, sir. Till next time.
Focus Up.